So what is going on, guys? I am Black Ops Amazing. Welcome back to another video. So it looks like we're going to be having some big gameplay changes for Black Ops 6 this time around, focusing on the movement. As it is a trial game, theatre mode is also rumoured to be coming back, the classic prestige system, and some other stuff that we're going to be talking about in this video as well. But the main thing for me is a change to the movement, because this is something I feel hasn't changed for quite a long time. In the beginning of Call of Duty, all you could do was run, crouch and lie down. When Black Ops 1 came about in 2010, Treyarch introduced a new movement system which was dolphin diving, and then sometime after, I can't remember off the top of my head exactly which game it was that introduced this, but that was replaced with sliding. And really since then, sliding has been the main movement style that we have stuck with. We've still seen dolphin diving now and again, but if I had to compare the two, I would say sliding is a lot more functional and effective than dolphin diving. Yes, diving is fun, but when it comes to the actual gameplay, especially now with how fast players move about in multiplayer and Warzone, diving is not as productive as sliding. However, it looks like Treyarch are now making changes to this, where a leaker over on Twitter who goes by the name of Bob told us Black Ops 6 will reportedly allow players to dive in all directions, similar to Max Payne. The game will also allow players to sprint in all directions. This combined functionality has been referred to several times as omnidirectional movement, and you can see a reference to a movement style similar to this in Max Payne. So yes, sliding will be returning this year and dolphin diving, but Black Ops 6 will have omnidirectional movements, meaning you can either dive or sprint in multiple different directions, not just forward. You can dive to your left, to your right, backwards, which will be the biggest shake-up to the movement style in Call of Duty for a very, very long time. Now, as to how effective this will actually be, I don't know. Just looking at how this works in Max Payne, well, when you think of Call of Duty, it is an extremely fast-paced shooter, and of course, if this movement style is in all different modes of Black Ops 6, the campaign, MP, Warzone, it will also be in zombies. I do think this would be fun in zombies, perhaps not super effective, because surely you can only dive a meter or so to your left or right, and within that time of you diving on the floor, the zombies are going to catch up to you, meanwhile you're still lying down. And even back in the day, dolphin diving was never really that useful in zombies, other than combining it with PhD Flopper. I think the slide movement style was a lot better. It made getting around maps a lot easier when you slid and then jumped and then slid and then jumped. Sometimes it would be faster than sprinting, so the slide works great in Call of Duty, but how will this omnidirectional movement compare? It's not going to be replacing the slide, so you are still going to be able to do that as well, but surely Treyarch wouldn't be adding this into the game if it wasn't a viable replacement, which must mean there will be a lot of scenarios in game where you are probably going to want to dive to your left or dive to your right behind cover as you're getting shot at. The other question, of course, is how well will it work? Will it be janky and slow, or will it be a smooth animation? Somebody asked Bob this question and he said they did brand new animations for this whole game, so it should look great. I'm wondering whether he's also referring to other animations, not just this new movement style. If Treyarch have completely made new animations for everything in Black Ops 6, which would be really cool, that would be a nice change. I'm really interested to see how this is going to look in first person and third, but especially first, diving to your left and right and backwards. A lot of people have complained that Call of Duty over the past few years has become a lot slower than some of the older games, whereas, I don't know, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, BO3, even 4 were very fast-paced arcade-style shooters, and the past few games, the Modern Warfare series, some of the Sledgehammer ones, were slowed down a lot and were catered more towards realism. Treyarch's games were never that, so it looks like Black Ops 6 could be returning to that fast-paced action. And I did also see someone say that the mentality Treyarch are going with is having your guns up all of the time. Instead of Infinity Ward's approach, which is more tactical, they want Black Ops 6 to be a quick, fast-paced arcade shooter, which is really how it started off. So yeah, that's the first big piece of information, the first big change that we've really been made aware of for Black Ops 6. I'm excited to use it. It will also be in zombies. I'm not too sure how effective it's going to be, but I can imagine Treyarch will be adding some gobblegums into the game that will be compatible with this movement system, so it should be fun. And I am glad they've still left in the ability to slide around. The next thing that was leaked was that theatre mode will be returning, which on one hand you could have guessed because this is a Treyarch game. We've had theatre mode in every Treyarch game besides from Cold War, and you can kind of forgive them for that because Cold War allegedly wasn't a Treyarch game to begin with. It was Sledgehammer's, and Treyarch came in about a year after development and finished it off. So that was the reason why we didn't see theatre mode in that Treyarch game, because it wasn't fully theirs. However, in BO1, 2, 3, 4, every Treyarch game besides from Cold War and World at War, we have always had theatre mode. I don't know why it's specific to Treyarch. I don't know why it's not in Infinity Ward's games or Sledgehammer's. At this point, it should be a staple in every COD. It's kind of unacceptable that it's not, because theatre mode is really useful whether you're a creator or a player. From a creator's point of view, it's great for making videos, getting footage and b-roll. From a player's point of view, it's great for exploring maps when you usually wouldn't be able to, or getting to places that you can't quite see in game, discovering Easter eggs. It's great for that. So it's kind of ridiculous how it's not in every COD at this point, but it is what it is. At least it's returning this year. Another thing that Bob said, which funnily enough I made a video on, I think it was yesterday or the day before, but he posted this image of a cross through Call of Duty HQ, or at least the UI. And he said, I don't know the full extent of the change. However, last time I was told the UI changed, it was only the multiplayer menu for Modern Warfare 3 that changed. Regardless, I have high hopes that Treyarch will not disappoint. So there could be some changes to the UI for Black Ops 3. I don't think COD HQ is going anywhere, but the way that it looks for Black Ops 6 and the way that it's presented might be different from what we've seen it look like over the past few games. As I said at the beginning of the video, another thing that he reported was that the classic Prestige is going to be returning. I'll be honest, I haven't played multiplayer in Call of Duty religiously for a very long time now, since Modern Warfare 2019. I just really don't enjoy the MP in COD anymore. I used to love it. I preferred it over zombies, but I don't really know what happened or what they did to it. It changed in Modern Warfare 2019, and since then, every MP has felt pretty much the same as the last one. I liked 2019 because it was so different, but then everyone after that was so similar that I just got really bored of it and never felt the urge to play it. Whereas before that, Black Ops 2 and prior, I played every COD MP pretty much every single day. When they started to introduce all of the boost jumping, that's when it wasn't for me. But yeah, in terms of the Prestige system, this is something that's never bothered me. I've been totally fine with how it works now, but a lot of people did complain they wanted the old classic Prestige back, and apparently that will be returning for BO6. And then the final piece of information is regarding one of the characters in the campaign, and specifically the person on the box art, because if we look at every main character we've seen on the box before, so Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, BO3 or BO4 who was Ruin, but the Black Ops person on the cover art has never been an important character, it's just been a random soldier. However, this time around, the Black Ops 6 man will be one of the main characters in the game, and it's going to be voiced by the first Purge actor, Wyler No. I'm not going to lie, I haven't heard of him. I don't really watch many movies like that, but just taking a look at Variety's article, they said, details about Noel's unnamed character and the storyline of the game are being kept under wraps until formally unveiled by Activision at the Xbox Game Showcase. But Activision's marketing chief did say that Noel is playing a new character that is featured in the key art. The Activision team used new VFX technology to record Noel moving while seated in a dark studio to create the Black Ops 6 poster, which features Noel's character. The article also goes on to say Black Ops has always been about conspiracy. It's been about these clandestine government agencies and really thinking about what is the truth. And when we started to break this down, especially for the day, in this moment, there's digital media being altered, there's things changing all the time. And so we really wanted to build a campaign around this concept of the truth lies. Like, we're not really sure what to make of anything that we read or see anymore, and we want to lean into that in a really big way. I think one of the themes that the game is around is the government working against you? And that'll come across in the reveal this week. But building up to that, we wanted the audience to feel a little bit more of, can I trust what I'm reading? Can I trust what I'm seeing? Just like the game is going to feel once players are able to play. So I'm not going to lie, that makes me super hyped for the campaign. I don't even think that was intentional, but that's a little bit of information about what it's going to be about, what the story will tell. But as far as Noel's character go, like I said, I haven't heard of the voice actor. I'm assuming he's very good, which is always great when you get good voice actors in games. I've seen a lot recently where the voice actors have been, I'm sorry to say, complete ass, but we've also had some amazing voice actors in Call of Duty over the years. So Noel is playing a new character, and here's the person on the cover art. So there we go, a lot of big changes coming to Black Ops 6, and I think that's only the beginning. The movement, the possible return of classic Prestige, theatre mode, and a new character. So there we go. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. As always, hopefully you've enjoyed today. If you have, drop a like rating. Make sure you are subscribed to stay up to date with the latest videos on the channel. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, goodbye.